Right, hello then, back again. And this time we're at St Erth, and we're going to be having a look at GWR's regional Class 150 Sprinter services. This time specifically riding the entirety of their branch line from St Erth to St Ives. So we have a 4-car formation today, formed of 150 247, and having a look at the front of the unit, you can see that we will be travelling alongside 150. Let's see. So it's 150 247 and 150 232 we'll be travelling on today. Two-car Class 150 regional Sprinter units combined to make one, and we can see this one still has its old First Great Western interior on it in terms of livery and interior. So we'll have a look at a seat. We can see that we have decent leg room and pretty flimsy, dirty fold-down tray table, plug sockets for plugs and USB. Leg room, not too bad. Then the seat is like that. It's kind of hard. Soft bottom, hard back. Alright, so we'll have a quick walk through on the unit. We've got the toilet there, have a look at that, and then coming through we can walk between carriages. This reminds me a lot of the 323s, to be honest, with the walk-through doors. And just coming through to the other end, we have another set of doors, and yeah, just pretty nice view looking down at St Erth, actually. So yeah, it's not too bad an interior. Obviously in its old First Great Western livery, the purple and blue, like with pink sort of livery on the interior. So yeah, we'll have a quick walk through and have a look at the toilet next. See what is in there. So on here we have a pretty spacious interior.
Door is unlocked.
Let go and it tells you. And then just in here you've got the standard toilet, handle, baby changing, bin, sink, soap, and all that good stuff. Right. Okay, we'll finish the interior, and now we can get going on this journey to St Ives. So before we get going, I just want to give a quick description of St Erth. It's a 3-platform junction station. Platform 1 and 2 see services to and from London. Services between London, Paddington and Penzance, or Cardiff and Bristol, or Salisbury even. And Platform 3 is solely here to serve the St Ives branch line, with the sprinters on it, obviously. It has old semaphore signals and a footbridge. The station also has a ticket office and general facilities. Right, it's 10:30 now, we'll be heading out at 10:48, and our first station will be Lellant, I think. I was wrong, first station's actually Lellant Saltings. Then we've got Lellant, St Bay and St Ives. Arriving in a second, we should see one of GWR's alternative routes of travel between Penzance and I want to say probably Paddington, seeing as, well, it's a Penzance train at like 10:30, I would assume it's an IET. Or we could get a nice surprise and we get a HST set. That'd be a very nice surprise, because there is a 10:33, I think it was, GWR service to Penzance. Obviously only calling it Penzance, seeing as that's the only station after St Erth. But see what comes around that corner, whether it's an IET or a HST. And behold, look at this beautiful HST. Behold superiority. Look at that beautiful HST. Right then, let's get going. Look at that beauty go. Okay, so looking at the DMI, we're not going to be stopping at Leyland, Saltings or Leyland. We'll be going straight on at St Ives Bay, then St Ives. So, you know, there's a big variety of football shirts on this train. Me wearing a Brighton shirt, there's someone wearing Liverpool, West Ham, Spurs, Man United, Man City, Millwall, Portsmouth. What, isn't there? Yeah. So, 10:47 now. We should be departing St Erth on time any second. Right then. 10:48. We depart St Erth on time. Yep. 152.32 leads out and 152.47 on the back. I think. Off we go then. There we go, there's the Great Western Main Line there. Branching off that now onto the St Ives line. Past St Erth signal box. Still in railway operation. Right then, I really don't think we've got long to go to St Leyland Saltings, to be honest. Oh yeah, listen to that sprinter go. Listen to that sprinter go. See, I was all about in the IET review whether we get the sprinter done on the Loo branch line. Alternatively, we have the St Ives line, so that's what we'll be checking out this 150 sprinter review for. So, like I said, we're not stopping at Leyland Saltings or Leyland, and just look at some of the views already. Instantly beautiful. Yeah, I think we might be coming up to Leyland Saltings, which I'm an idiot, I know is on the other side. Oh well. Alright then, I will see you at St Ives Bay. Okay, it turns out we are stopping at Leyland Saltings, as there are people getting on. Right then, so after a quick stop at Leyland, we are now due out. Obviously it serves as a request stop, but it does get some normal timetable services as well. It's like the ones on the Snow Hill line, you know, with the the dodgy timetable. Basically it'll be the same at our next station at Leyland Saltings, which to be honest I thought was first, but it's clearly not. Right then, off we go from Leyland onto Leyland Saltings. There we go, we got Leyland golf course in between Leyland and Leyland Saltings. Beautiful line this. I mean, well, the views of the sea, unbelievable. I'm showing you the more rural side of things now, because once we get to St Ives Bay, I think that's where the best views are. The St Ives Bay to St Ives part of the journey, so that's what I'll show you properly. Yeah, It's just a nice day on a beautiful line. There we go, I think we might be coming up to Leonard Saltings. Yes, I think we are. And I think we might be stopping. Oh no, we're now approaching St Ives Bay. Beautiful line. What a beautiful line this is. Yep, here's St Ives Bay. Here we are. Beautiful station. Yeah, St Ives Bay. Our next stop. Here we are. Yeah, this line's absolutely stunning, must say. There we go, look out at the station that serves St Ives Bay. It's on a little cutting, it's got a waiting room, benches, help point. Not too bad a gap between train and platform, and it's I think it can accommodate 5 carriages, because there's a 4 or 5 stop marker up there, so yeah. So it's not too bad. Right then, and as we prepare to leave St Ives Bay, we'll be heading on to our final station of the trip on this short but beautiful little branch line as we are heading into St Ives. So I think we must have already gone through Leonard Saltings when we were on the other side. I think that might have been the case. Right then, off we go. Look how stunning this line is. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful line. Hello, we're now coming into St Ives where our journey will finish. So we will get off, let everyone get off, and then you know the drill by now. I'm going to reflect on this journey, ranking comfort, quality, general enjoyment of the journey and what I thought. So let's get into St Ives. Here we are then, St Ives. There we go, look, got a sign there. Right then, so GWR regional sprinters, what do I think of them? Well, I think they're not too bad. Good journey quality, you know, they're all right for the St Ives branch line. They fit their purpose. And yeah, They're very pleasant to ride on. And yeah, I've got to give GWR credit for that. So, thanks for joining me, and I will see you in the next review. See you soon.